Hey guys, so in this video today, I'm going to do a time lapse of this page in a journal, in an art journal I have. So what this is actually, I've been wanting to do more urban sketching type pieces, and then of course, you know, I add some of my own things. So this is like a little bit of urban sketching and then some mixed media and collage and just adding my own kind of thing because if you saw my Instagram post or on my Facebook group, you'll see, you know, I can't just do ink and pen. That's too boring. I will try to do things like that, especially if you're like travel journaling, you want to like quickly do things. And so, you know, if I'm actually traveling and doing that, then I suppose sometime I will. This is a prompt from Jane Davenport's mixed media group on Facebook, and she has for the whole month of August, it's called Art, now I can't remember it. What is it called? It's Artventure. And so it's just kind of like international. She's doing all these different cities or the prompts. Every day is a different prompt. And so this one was the first day, August 1st. Paris posing, and I have been to Paris, and some of the cities that I will be doing I haven't been to, so I'm gonna have to use different like photographs or whatever, but there is a few that I've been to, like Rome. So I did actually do this on the first day. It's now after that, but it takes a while to get the video editing and whatever. So I'm doing this whole video because it took me probably like in all around 2 hours to do this because I take so long in choosing what I'm doing. So I time-lapsed a lot of it. I'm trying to get it down to like 20-25 minutes. I'm still having to take some more out, but I'm filming this intro first. So I'm time-lapsing and then narrating it through, so you can let me know how you like that kind of format. And I will be back with some more giveaways, so definitely stay tuned to my channel, because I will be announcing a new giveaway soon. For those of you who have been subscribed for a while, you know that I do regular giveaways. And for those of you that are new to my channel, welcome. And I will see you in the video. All right, so we are starting out with choosing which journal page I'm going to use. So I have two different journals here, and I wanted to use this recently purchased napkin with the blue on it. I just really like the blue flowers. And I thought that would go really good with kind of a pinker, blush pink background. So that's what I'm doing there. And then I really liked the look of the masking tape on the other page that I showed there. And so I decided to just add that there. And it's going to kind of work as a kind of a wall behind her, a background, because the whole scene I'm doing is kind of her out on a balcony. And so I just thought that maybe that will be part of this little part of the facing page, can kind of work with the page I'm actually working on. And so I just took some blue watercolor. This is from one of Jane Davenport's watercolors. I mixed them all together. I have no idea which one it is, but it's one of Jane Davenport's. And then I used some white gesso just to kind of make it a little bit more opaque and make it more, I don't know, just to blend it in a little bit more. Make it look more blendy. We're going to use that word, blendy. So now I am just getting the napkin ready, and if you don't know, a good way to separate all the napkin pieces, which you do need to do if you're using napkins for collaging, is to stick a piece of tape on both sides and pull the tape apart, and that's a good way to separate napkins. Always check how many layers of napkins you use, because that can be frustrating when you don't take all the layers off and then you try to collage that on, and it's just very annoying. So here I am using some matte medium. Matte medium is great little medium to work with because you can paint on it, you can do colored pencils on it. For the most part, it depends on the matte medium. You want it to be matte, not gloss, and some matte medium is more glossy than others. And so that's how I attach that. Now I am taking some more of Jane Davenport's watercolors, And I am just doing kind of a watery, inky look on the stamp. So I didn't want to do paint or ink because that would be more contrasting and not as subtle as I wanted. So I really like the look that doing watercolor on a stamp gives me. It just gives a really subtle background in there and a little bit of texture. And now I have this awesome washi tape. I got so much of this from AliExpress. This stuff, like, just search washi tape on AliExpress and you'll be there in a dark hole for a long time, buying things of washi tape for like $1 here, $1 there. You just buy it, and by the time you're done, you've spent $50 on washi tape and you get it, like, I don't know, hopefully a month later. Sometimes it comes 2 months later. I don't know. I just go in there every once in a while when I, have extra money to spend, which is never, but I still go in there. All right, so I am just kind of putting some different things, laying them down on the page. I've just got some different ideas and I don't know which ones will work and which ones won't. And so I'm just kind of putting it all out there. And this is what takes so long to do my videos or my projects or whatever, because I take forever to choose this kind of stuff, like forever. I take a long time choosing colors, but even more when I do this stuff. So lots of times, if you see me just do paintings, I can do them faster than like a mixed media page using collage and stuff, because I just have so much like stuff, ephemera, and I just go on and on. So I have cut out a lot of this. I actually came back the next day and still, was going through this. So some people call it auditioning. So they're all auditioning to see which ones are going to make it to the page and which ones are not going to make it to the page. So it looks like I'm kind of done there now, and I am going to start sketching the Eiffel Tower. I don't have anything in front of me, which was kind of, you'll see, a little bit of a mistake, because I decided, you know what, I need to have the Eiffel Tower in front of me. Everyone needs to have the Eiffel Tower in front of them, looking out over France. But what I mean is a picture of the Eiffel Tower, if you didn't already clue in on that. So I'm just this is a rough sketch. And the reason why I'm trying to do urban sketching, I'm just trying to just do this really quickly. Same as the figure. You'll see, like, I'm really working on my urban sketching abilities. So just not too much thought into it, and just trying to just, put it down and see how accurate I can get. And there I go. There I have a napkin beside me. So there you go. That helps me a little bit with it. But I'm still really just trying to not think about it, which is really hard when I sketch, because I'm paranoid about sketching. And as you can see, I don't even do the original sketch of this lady on the actual page. I do it on a paper because I'm not very confident in what I'm about to do. And so I'm just kind of checking out my perspective and my sizes, and because I'm not sure how big she should be. And so I just thought I'll just kind of do it on the paper first. And I actually like that. I mean, I do really want to get to the point where I don't do that, but it works quite well for me, and I'm kind of glad I did it that way. And I do need to just get more confident and just do it right away. I mean, I did it in pencil too, right? So that's another kind of safety feature I had. We'll call them safety features. So that was a little safety feature I had with doing it in pencil. Eventually, I'd love to get to the point where I'm confident enough to just go with a pen right away. Just go on in the paper and just... And I am actually... For the Rome one, I did that, which I will maybe show you. I might just show you the end product sometime. Anyways, so I have decided I need to fix the Eiffel Tower a little bit more, because I'm not happy. And I mean, honestly, that's just kind of my style of working anyways. I just kind of go back and forth. And once I'm like, I don't know what else to do on this thing, so I move to another part of the page and start working on that. And then when I'm not sure what to do with that, I go back to something else, and I just kind of work around to give, you know, because if I focus on one area too long, then I start thinking about it, and then I start messing things up, and it's never good. So I prefer to just kind of meander around the page. And so I think, yes, I've gone in with the Incredible pen there. And now I am adding some permanent lines. I have gotten some confidence, people. And we are adding some permanent lines. And I forgot that I had the finishing line pens, which are awesome. And I'm like, why am I not using these? Because the Incredible pen is a little bit, it's not officially water soluble, but it will move a little bit. So it's great for like pencil crayons and stuff like that. But if I'm going to put any water or anything over top of it, even maybe move it around, try to move it around with like a little blender tool, it could move. So that's why the finishing line pens are awesome, because they are not going to move at all. And I just keep forgetting that I have them because they're brand new. And so I think I forget again during this piece, but now I'm going in with pencil. And so I'm not tracing. So I've got that going for me. Like I'm not tracing anything. So, you know, I guess, you know, we can give me a point for that. But I am erasing because I don't know, like, I don't think I'm ever going to say goodbye to my eraser. Like, I think I just will always have to use my eraser. And what I want, the plan for this lady is to kind of just be looking off on her balcony, patio, whatever it is called in France. Deck, patio, balcony. I don't know. There's a whole bunch of different words for it for different people and where they live. I'm just talking because I'm wasting time. So I want her to be kind of a little bit turned towards us, but her face is kind of turned back to the Eiffel Tower. And I'm hoping that she looks kind of dreamy. Hopefully she looks relaxed. Hopefully she looks calm. I was like a little bit worried about this pose, but I really liked it, so I didn't want to give up on this pose. I don't want her to look like she's wrenching her head way back to look at the Eiffel Tower, because I mean she could just turn her body and it's a lot easier to look. But I kind of liked this pose. I don't know what my thing is. The hair, for some reason, surprisingly, I can usually do hair just in the first go and be happy with it. But this hair gave me some problems, I think, because of the way she's facing. And so it was like, how is the hair? It just took me a little bit for my eyes or my brain to see what was happening with her neck, because her neck is going to be bigger. But then you also have to account for painting and art, and you've got to change things because things that work in real life and things that work in a photograph don't always work when you are drawing or painting or whatever. So I fiddled with her hair here a little bit, and I think I cut some of this out because honestly, it was a struggle, and I just keep erasing and whatever. But yeah, like I'm just trying to figure out what to do with her hair there. I left most of it in. And now I just wanted her dress to be quite relaxed and just almost like maybe it was her nightgown or something, or just like a day dress, just a very casual day dress that, a Parisian would not wear out. But I don't know. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm Canadian, okay? Not quite like a sundress, but just like a really relaxed kind of day dress gown, just with really light material. That's kind of the look I was going for. And nothing risque or anything though, So now I've remembered that I have the finishing line pens, yay! And I am just kind of trying to figure out her hand. And I needed to just add a little bit more features in her face, because at first, if you see that first sketch I did on that scrap piece of paper, it's faced even more away from us, and the one I actually did is turned a little bit more towards us. And I just did that by giving her mouth just a touch of definition where her mouth would be, and rather than just seeing the cheek. And so you see a little bit more of the jaw and the chin, and I think I added both sets of eyelashes. I thought, if you see both sets of eyelashes, maybe I don't have to draw an eye in there. And then, because I was like, if you can't see anything and then you just see an eye, that might look weird. So I didn't even bother trying to draw an eye. And yeah, so I'm just cleaning this up. And you can kind of see where I'm going here now. I am just starting to add all of my stuff. Oh, one thing I wanted to add was that washi tape was, it just looked kind of like the washi tape in the far right there. I had added that little like flower, I think they're like cherry blossoms. And I thought that was like a fun little touch to add them in there because it just kind of made them a part of the page. And I just ripped up like flower washi tape and it works really well. And I'm going to be doing that technique a lot more because I love that look, and it just helped to kind of incorporate it and not look like it was like a picture of Notre Dame, a picture of the arch, a picture of whatever, the Colosseum. Oh, and no, not the Colosseum. What do I have in the bottom there? Oh, I think it's the Sacré-Cœur, I think. I have been to Paris. It was a long time ago. I need to go again. The Colosseum was another one that I actually have washi tape for. I'm getting mixed up there. But yes, I do realize the Colosseum is in Rome and not in Paris. And then I have, this is all washi tape flowers. So they're not like rolls of washi tape. They're washi tape stickers. And they were from AliExpress. And let me tell you, they're amazing. I love them. And then the little sign I have there, and then you can see those kind of like arched windows. And I thought, oh, that might look good because maybe it'll kind of be like just a hint of a window behind her or something. That was my thought there. I'm still not sure at this point whether or not it works or whether it's going to be included. I just have it there so that, you know, when it comes to it, maybe I can audition it and see if it'll work. So I fiddle around with these flowers and with the signs for a long time. And the signs are they're from a paper pack, like a scrapbooking paper pack. So I just kind of cut them out. I don't know, like it's just from my stash. I have no idea where it's from, what company or anything. And so all the flowers and even the one in the bottom that isn't washi tape, it's kind of just like a cardstock flower, like with daisies, is also from AliExpress. So at this point, I can just tell you that the page in my journal is just from a book that I'm altering. And all I did was add white and some matte pink acrylic paint with white gesso. And I just put it on there like a while ago. Like it was done a long time ago just for a background ready to go. And with some of the script and some of the page showing through. So that is just a quick, easy way to start a journal. And then, you know, I just kind of looked through them and was like, oh, okay, this page will work really well because it has the blue and it has the pink. And I think that blue napkin will look really good on there. And then I found these flowers and yeah. So actually these flowers, I did a giveaway with a bunch of stuff. Oh, at the end of last year, like a whole bunch of this stuff that I had was like a year-end giveaway. And it was just like all this cool stickers, washi tape stuff, and just a bunch of different mixed media items. And so that was one of my giveaways. But usually they're themed. Like there's been like a watercolor themed giveaway. Different, I don't know, like books. Actually, Jane Davenport had sponsored a giveaway with books. So there'll be another giveaway. I have to decide which one it is. I haven't decided yet. They are kind of difficult, these washi stickers, to separate. So I use my little paper piercer because my nails are not going to do anything for them. They're not separating them. And at this point, I realize I could have sped up the video a little bit more. Well, actually, it's the max sped up, but I could have just cut out some of this. But I don't think this goes on for too much longer. And then I am going to be adding some pastels that are from Jane Davenport, and you'll see those. Oh, the little birds and the butterflies are so cute. Like all of that stuff is from AliExpress, and like they're all from like different shops, but all the shops like that have washi tape, they'll all have the same, so you don't need to like know the exact shop. Like it'll just come up with whatever they have, and they're usually free shipping, or it's like 43 cents or something. So I really like the window, so you can see that I added that in there, and I just think it makes it look like, yeah, there's like a building that she's on. Like it just, obviously because she's standing on a balcony, so there's got to be a building there, but it just kind of brings it in. And here's the palette pastels, and I have to say these things are amazing. But as I did that, it kind of started moving around some of the pencil marks. So, because I forgot to go in with kneaded eraser. So now what I'm doing is going in with kneaded eraser and lifting up some of the looser stuff, and then I'm going in with an actual eraser and just rubbing it, and you can see that there. So I'm going to have to go back in with the Eiffel Tower, but I'm totally fine with that. And I'm just taking, she does have all these colors named, but I have no idea what the names are. But this is from her birthday suit set. So I've got all 4 of her sets, but this one is kind of her skin tones and shadows birthday suit, the neutrals collection with shadows and stuff in there. And I didn't want to go too pink on her skin because then she would blend in with the background. So I wanted to make her skin more of a pale color without red in it, more of a yellowish tone. And just maybe a little bit of pink, you know, in her cheeks and whatever. And then the dress, I still wanted to make it very feminine and light. So I thought yellow would go because I have a couple of yellow flowers in there. And then I really like the touch of having some white paint pens, which is another product from Jane Davenport, the Storytime paint pens. And those just kind of add like a little bit of maybe, you know, maybe it gives you the impression that there's light kind of shining off of some of the areas of the Eiffel Tower or the balcony. And as you can tell, like I am doing the Eiffel Tower super loose. Like I'm really not being specific at all. I just find that, you know, the quicker I go, the less time I give myself to think, and the better it turns out. And I can always go in and fix areas, which I'm going to have to do anyway. So I might as well just do it as quick as I can and see what happens. And usually that actually works pretty well. It's just hard to get your brain to like switch off. I am doing a ruler because I do want something to look a little bit, you know, and I mean, that's not a big deal. I don't think I'm the straightest. I don't really draw straight lines very easily, so. And I'm just adding some color to her hair and some texture. And just with some paint pens, and I think I'm using a brown alcohol marker there. I think it's the Artist Loft brand. And then just going back in with some pens. Oh, the gold and silver, I think they're called, so there's one called Silver Screen and Old Hollywood, I think is what it's called, from Jane Davenport. And so I did that on the Eiffel Tower, the silver one, and then I put a little bit of gold, and you can't really see it, but you know, you can see little shimmers, like if you're actually looking at the page in person, you can see little shimmers. So it just adds kind of just a nice little touch. You can't really see it on the page, but it is really cool. And they are really nice pens to use. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please leave a comment down below, and I will see you on the next one. I'm going to try to post every Monday and Friday. Bye for now.